Yo, what is up, guys? Here with the last round of the locals. Came out a little later than I meant it to. I was on vacay with the wife. All right, I was out for a night or two. Okay, but we're back. We're finishing it off. We're playing against 6 Sams in the last round. I lose the roll here, and so what I find out is that this guy explains afterwards that this deck basically does like an infinite loop with like the 6 Sam counters and whatnot, and basically they're able to just burn you out. All right, dude. So it's an FDK deck. And later he realized he actually had the full combo here. All right, so we have the hand here. I actually did this for once. I swear, this next locals, we're showing. I'll definitely be showing every starting hand, and I'll do my best to show every side ins and outs. But yeah, we'll get into that later. So look at the hand here. Dragoons, Araya. I'm gonna call her Araya for now on. I think I like Araya. Araya, Teus, Talons. That's what we like. And then that awful Virtue Stream. It actually was good and actually came up here, but I would have rather have been an engine card or like a hand trap because this deck, his deck 100% actually wins here. He said he later found out that there was a line here to actually take it. So if that's true, yikes. But that did not happen here. It looked like he wasn't able at this time. He was not able to go like full combo or whatnot. So he still ends on like a spell and trap negate, which, you know, as we know, is not very scary for a water player, as our deck's majority monsters. And yeah, so that spell he searched is basically a Book of Moon for him, and then it's also a Monster Reborn. It's either like one or the other, or if he has something going on, then he can do both. So I draw. Man, I really want to say I drew Prince. I can't remember. So I actually disagree with the initial play I made here. What I end up doing is, so it was correct to go. So debating between Araya and Teus, ditching Dragoons, it was correct to go Teus pitch Dragoons. The reason it's correct is because if you plan to droll here, I'm noticing that you get 2 searches before you get drolled. So that's definitely important. Now where I messed up here was my search off of Teus should have been Shrine, and my search off Dragoons should have been Shadow. I was doing the infantry because I was playing a little hard into the Xian, thinking that I need to worry about this guy and have my talents live. But in reality, that was not ever a priority. We were doing just fine. Now it is funny that in the I drew another Teus for turn. Interesting. And all right, so it's actually funny that I did mess up the Shrine play because it kind of worked out for me in a weird way because of the Book of Moon. That I don't think I was probably playing around the Book of Moon too hard. So yeah, so I used the squad here, summon the second Teus. I used Dynafect summon back squad. This is actually really cool. Another reason why it in this one scenario it was good to threaten the squad because he knows I can pitch infantry to pop his Xian, so he has to Book of Moon it, as well as the fact that just making all my monsters level 7. It would have been very helpful into making the Poseidra. Although hindsight on his case, you probably just wait for the Poseidra. The Poseidra. That's probably the line. And then my job is probably to. Yeah, in reality, the correct line is probably search Shrine, search Squad, Shrine, summon a bunch of 4s, summon Deep Sea King, and try and have Pike available, or try and have like Pike live, or Turge live, maybe off the squad as the Deep Sea King is summoned. So when he tries to Book a Moon it, I can protect it by tributing the Pike or Turge, and then summon all my little fishies and continue to just dominate. But yeah, so I use Talents to grab the Xian here. I'm dealing a little bit of damage. Unfortunately, with the squad being set, I was not able to get the summon back 3 from the Poseidra live. That I think I only had Dine and Prince as my only level 3 or lower targets. Yeah, so that was unfortunate. Couldn't get the infantry in there. Yeah, I definitely played it odd. Definitely not the preferred line here looking back at it. But it's fine. I think it all worked out. But yeah, so we just end on Alacia. We do still have that infantry in hand. So this ended up getting played a little bit more mid-rangey. You know, having the Alacia, the follow-up, the Virtue Stream pop, I know that I'm giving him his Sheehan back. I had nothing to use it for, unfortunately. I was actually looking into the Water Charmer link as a potential slot, just because there are so many waters finally running around that you can take, as well as we never have a way to link off non-waters in the deck, and so having the Water Charmer link would be cool. But so I'm not sure about the Sheehan here in terms of the Virtue Stream, because I know I have the infantry where I use here. He tries if he was attempting to attack the Lacia here, I should actually let him attack the Lacia and then use the effect to dump Shrine for cost, and then Shrine could pop the Sheehan whenever I needed to, and then I can get I can use Lacia to summon back Dyne from the grave, and then Dyne can summon back a monster, and that wouldn't have been a horrible play. I could actually use it. No, I wouldn't use it to provide the Shrine. So I actually don't know if that would be good or not. But I mean, this all works out very fine. So no real complaints here. I'm just like overthinking other potential options. He's trying to play a little bit, but he's low on resources, and yeah, and we're doing just fine. I mean, we have all the follow up in the world, so he just sets 2 from here, and nothing he can really do. So. Yeah, we're just I start playing, just prospecting the fact that I have no idea what his cards do, and eventually he's just like summon another body and attack. And the reason he's saying that is because his life is so low that another body that's like at least like 1500 or stronger can just kill him. And so he's like, just go battle phase and you're fine. And and it's hard for me to do that, but he's telling me to do it. It's locals, and he's a buddy, so I'm like, okay, I'll stop. And then so he's showing me, and for a minute I was like, what the fuck? Oh, am I fucked? No. But he was just going through the motions. I did have that. But yeah, so we will go to the next one here, and I definitely don't show the side. And then getting into this, power shuffling plus 50 cards is so tough. Yeah, so the hand here is like, yeah, it's Dyne, Dark Ruler, Call by, Araya, and it's like a Teus or something. I think it is. It's like a Teus for Dragoons. Oh, it's a Prince. Oh, he passes. All right, he goes first and he passes. His hand was like 1/6 Sam, and then it was like double cross out, Talents, Call by, or Ash Blossom is probably what it was. Yeah, so I start with the. So again here, I start with the Araya Dyne play. Again, playing around Droll, Prince was probably just the better option here, because if I got Drolled at the Araya, even if the Araya searched Shrine, that wouldn't really matter. That's probably what I was going to search with Shrine. But looking back, when looking for your deck's win condition, it can be different upon your playstyle. But for me, especially at this locals, and even kind of right now, my win condition is Deep Sea King. That's definitely what I look for, as like, oh, this is the card that will take me home. And so if in this instance, if your goal is Deep Sea King, I actually think Prince is probably the correct play here. And the reason I say that is it just offers more value in terms of you use Prince, you send Dragoons as cost, therefore getting Dragoons in the graveyard. So when you tribute Prince later, you have a 4 to get back for more rank 4 plays with the Deep Sea King, as well as you would just search the Shrine straight away. So you'd add Shrine, declare Dragoon's effect, they chain Droll, and you're like, I literally don't care, because then you just Shrine, tribute the Prince, summon Deep Sea King, get Dragoons back on the field, and then you discard one, you summon 2 or 3 Pikes or the Shift in there, and you're just fine. You're flooded. So that would probably be the correct line. Ended up working out here that it was actually just ended up being Ash Bait. There's not too much to this match. Obviously, you can see it's almost over. He hasn't, that was his only hand trap. Everything else is just really just bluffs. And so we're really just cleaning up from here. But yeah, so there's not too much to go over. And I guess that kind of says a lot for the whole day. So my review of the actual deck from Mismatcher was, I didn't have a lot of problems with it, and that's good. In one sense, it's really good. Funny enough, though, I actually almost enjoy. This is an awkward thing where winning is awesome and fun, but you learn the littlest amount. I didn't gain a lot from the deck in terms of knowledge or new things to pick up. I did pick up a couple things. We'll get there, but and not as much as the other decks. The other decks, maybe not everyone, but definitely in their own right, all forced me to learn something, and I think this one forced me to learn the least, just because I was winning, and that you can take so much more away from a loss. So that's a good part on the deck. I also feel like the matches, were I won the roll a lot, which definitely says something for the deck. I think the deck does really well when it wins the roll consistently. But it doesn't. It's, like, again, I'm not too worried about winning the die roll and like doing well in those matches. I'm more worried about when I have to go second. I have to play through a board. Those are like the game states I'm like looking for, and those are the game states that I want to get better at and solve. So I didn't have a whole lot of those today, and so it offers just less to take away. I can say that I'm really leaning towards a lot of these like brick water cards just don't need to be here. Um, I think like the biggest one is for me is like the Virtue Stream and the Leviature Dragon. Seem, or at this moment do not seem necessary. I think you could play. I think if you really wanted to have the additional recursion that Leviature Dragon offers, without being a legitimate brick, is probably Silent Sea Nettle. Silent Sea Nettle is a level 4 water that if you control water, you can special from your hand. So it's just a free level 4 body. It's an aqua, and then if it's in the graveyard, you can banish it, shuffle back 3 waters. So it also helps shuffle Coral Anemone. And then when you don't have good waters to send off of the Presidra, you can just dump the Sea Nettle. And then if you open it, it's not even bad. It's just a level 4. So, and it's just a free level 4. So any pike or squad action or dragoons action, you just have Sea Nettle, and it's just a free ring 4 body. I don't hate that. So that might honestly be a closer direction of what I'd like to go for. It's just playing the trap card. It's tough. It is tough playing a trap card. And it's not even that playing Virtue Stream is bad. It's that we're playing a combo deck where you need to kind of open like 2 to 3 like legitimate combo pieces, and then you really only want any other cards to be non-engine of some sort. And we don't have the privilege of working with a bunch of 1-card starters and 1 cards that all do the same thing. Our deck's very strong, but the difference with this deck and like a deck like Snake Eyes is that they normal summon Snake Eyes, they have full combo, and if you imperm that, then they send a card, summon Black Witch. Now they have full combo again, and then you imperm that, and then they hard open the OSS, or they activate Bonfire, add Poplar, and now they have full combo. And it's kind of like almost at every point in that deck that you can kind of just do that with Snake Eyes. And so we don't have that privilege as of, we don't have 15 1-card full combo starters that all do the same thing. We need to open legitimate, combo pieces. And so with that, we can't offer this we can't offer this variance for bricks. And I just feel more and more so that way. So I'm definitely playing with the bricks right now. I'm definitely playing my own list right now. Playing with it and building it and getting ready. So I guess real quick, last minute thoughts. I like the deck a lot. I thought it was actually really consistent. Yeah, I asked him about it, and he felt pretty confident. It was really consistent. I think I bricked once, which is fine. For a 52 card deck, it did really well. No divas, no small worlds. I'm really happy about that. So that's great. In terms of the non-engine, I just don't think I'm much of a book guy. I think maybe it's just my play style, but I just don't think the books are it. I think I would just like something else. Hard to say. The books aren't bad. Not bad. It's just I also didn't get really good matchups with them. I didn't get to see the books impact any other matchups. That's another issue I had, is I didn't play against any crazy decks. I played against a huge ton of Ritual Beasts, which was a good learning curve of the day. Playing against the Ritual Beast all day did force me to really start picking up on what the deck does, and how am I actually going to beat this deck. I can't just scoop to it every time I play against it and they drop shifter. So that was pretty good. I did like getting all those matches in versus Ritual Beast. But yeah, the books probably weren't too for me. I still stand by the fact that I think that crossouts or thrusts need to be somewhere in our water list to deal with the shifter stuff. in some variants. In these like 60 card variants, I actually like both, for sure. But yeah, I think those cards are probably still needed. Um, I think I think Megalo didn't come up, but I also didn't. It didn't. Megalo didn't come up today, but it also didn't break me out of any game today either. So I kind of have like a neutral opinion about it, and I'm still testing it. And then we have Mermail is dying. Dying's going kind of in and out of my list. I basically have one slot for an additional level 3, and dying is kind of in that rotation of maybe you're the one. But yeah, dying was really cool. Definitely a really cool card to play with. It combos really well with squad, and I do like the fact that yeah, like you Lacia, summon back dying, you get an extra body, or you shrine pitch squad to like draw a card on your opponent's turn, then the squad you discard to draw a card can summon die and summon back squad, where before it doesn't really do anything, like you just need infantry, or at least it generates 2 bodies is what I'm trying to say. So the Dine's cool. I just don't know if it's a win more card that like I wonder if all the times you would summon Dine off of squad is like Pike or Prince doing the same thing in that scenario if you just summon either of those. But Dine's still like on the radar, very cool extender. And yeah, that's really about it on like my. It's been a long week, It's been and obviously it's been a week since I actually played these games, so maybe my final thoughts aren't perfect on the deck. But yeah, I liked it. The Bubble Reef, the Marinsys monster, never came up. I think this list plays Zealantis, still hasn't come up. Let's see. What were our synchros being like Croc? I'm definitely for if you play Shift, then you play Porpoise, and you either play Dragite or you play maybe you play Deep Beyond, or you play the Gishki like Ashcan, whatever it's called. That's like what I'm playing with right now. I definitely think the synchro lineup wasn't it, the Croc Dragon. But that's also just personal preference and based on the way I play the deck. He might play the deck completely different. I like to focus a lot harder on getting the Gaios on board. I don't know if he does that. So it could just be different play styles. So I don't 100% give him that. And I do like the fact that the Shift can combo with any level 7 on your turn when you're just trying to play, and just being able to synchro into that Croc right away, get an extra draw is nice. And so I don't deny that. That's just not how I played the deck. So it's a difference in play style. But yeah, so those are like my final thoughts on the deck. So for additional news, I guess, Rizal came out this weekend, and January 5th, I have a regional. I want to attend this regional, and I want to take it seriously, so I want to practice and prepare for it. And obviously, time for Yu-Gi-Oh is very limited. So basically all of December, I'm not going to be doing deck submissions. I have a list, and it's basically a standard list with all the we don't know cards, like the tech cards, like what tech cards are good, what tech cards are bad, like the tech water cards, the tech non-engine, testing non-engine for these new decks that are coming out, Ryziel and Malice. And I'm gonna spend this month, I'm gonna play my list, play my play style, and I'm gonna test out different options and prepare for the regional, and then go to regional, hopefully vlog it to some degree, and then come back and then share my list and how I did, and go from there. And then after that, I'm gonna go back to deck submissions, and it'll be perfect timing right before the new support comes out. So it'll be perfect timing. But yeah, so just letting you guys know, no deck submissions for December. I'm just gonna be playing my list, and then yeah, preparing for the regional. So yeah, this is it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Mismatcher, for submitting your list. It was a great list, buddy. Very consistent. Talents was another one. Talents was low impact in the scenarios that I had it. I think it's a lot stronger going first for this deck into soft hand traps. It's a good board breaker too, and I also believe the Talents is really good into the Ryziel board when Ryziel comes out. So it's really hard to say. This is also a really awkward time because this match, like, Ryziel is legal to Ryziel is legal today, or tomorrow. So it almost makes this match in this deck slightly irrelevant in terms of like the format changing. But yeah, so that's really it. All right, I'm done rambling. Peace, guys.